about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Beards and the Bees channel. I'm Aaron, Sam is behind the camera, and we're going to do our week 4 hive inspection. This is a month, so hopefully we'll get some brood that is hatched into new baby bees. We'll have all those frames of brood, and we should see some spotted, or maybe all of them. They're all going to come out. She's laying 1,000 eggs in a day, so that means in one day 1,000 eggs are going to hatch at a time. So you'll see when they hatch. We'll see how their pollen stores are doing, how their nectar stores are doing, and yeah, let's just get into it. We'll see what we got to work with.
All right, we do have one question,
Okay.
and the question is, how long does a bee live after it stings you?
After it stings you? Well, as everyone knows, it's kind of a popular idea that when a bee stings you, it has a barb. The barb gets stuck. The venom sac pulls out with its guts, and that's what makes it die. But basically, once you pull the guts out of somebody, it's not going to be great for anybody. So typically, it's usually 1 to 3 minutes, but some of them have been seen to live up to an hour afterwards. For people that sit around and wait for bees to die, it's got to be a boring job.
Yeah.
But if you get stung by a bee, never grab it and pull the stinger out. You want to take the side of your nail and flick it out or drag it out. And you want to do it, if you can do it within the first 8 seconds, because that venom sac stays with it, and it can pump venom up to 20 minutes. So you want to get it out within the first 8 seconds. That gets a lot of that venom. So drag it, get the venom sac out, and you're good.
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to start with the carniolan hive and see how well we're doing. They've slowed down on drinking the sugar syrup, and I think it's because the nectar flow is upon us and there's a lot more nectar. So they're getting their sources from other places. So if they can have nectar over this, they'll be fine. Alright, so we're going to start, as always, on one end or the other. I'm going to start on this end because it looks like there's less bees over here. And we're going to get this frame out of the way. So, not really doing much of anything over here. So we might rotate this in, checkerboard this in, rotate the hive. That way they start working on this a little bit more. Let's see, they're drawing this one. So yeah, they're getting pretty close to needing another box too. I'm guessing that the Italians are really going to be needing another box. These ones probably will still be capped. Yeah, we're still capped over here. We have some larvae,
wow.
Lots of nectar.
Yeah.
But we still have quite a few capped. And on this side, they have it drawn, but they're just not putting anything in it. There's a little bit of pollen and a little bit of nectar.
I love their little heads in there.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They are.
Okay, so, but this is a far out frame, so. Okay, so we have a lot of eggs in here. So Mama Queen, there's Mama Queen right there.
Yeah, good.
Yep. Right. So she's doing good. She's got this whole frame laid. So we're gonna leave her here. How's this side? Up, all eggs on this side. She's got this one all laid out. So we're gonna keep these back in here, and we want to make sure she stays laid real well. So still capped. These girls have to be sprouting out any day now. Yeah, it's got to be any day now because. Oh look, yep, those are all new hatches because last week this was all, you can see these ones still haven't hatched, but look down inside those cells. There's new larvae already in there. So as soon as they hatch.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yep, as soon as they hatch.
Is that why it's like brownie kind of looking? Like it doesn't look like the other.
The new brand new comb, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and as soon as they hatch, they clean the cell as they're coming out of it. Because the first thing they are a cleanup crew before they can develop all their wax glands and all those fun things. But yeah, so these girls will probably hatch tomorrow. Oh god, this is a heavy one. Not quite ready for this one yet. But see this side, wow, look at that side. There's so much nectar on this side. Nectar and pollen. There, yeah, a lot of bee bread on this side. So they're definitely getting. Okay, it's getting lighter. So these, look, there's all eggs on this one. Drawing out on this one, so I don't think these girls are quite ready for another box. They still got some room, and I'm gonna, yeah, see,
Oh yeah.
they got plenty of room on this one. They haven't gotten this one drawn, so we're gonna rotate these frames a little bit more. This one's heavy. What do we got over here? Okay, so we got a lot of
Pollen.
lots and lots of pollen, but you can see it's kind of mixed up, so there's probably a lot of bee bread.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yep. So they're storing that one. There's a couple eggs over here. Yeah, they got some larvae down inside of these cells, so they're doing pretty good. So let's do a little rotation, not a lot. I only like to do it a little bit at a time. I never like to put them in the dead center of the frames, of the brood. But let's just move this guy a little bit closer. How about between these two? Actually, isn't the queen right here somewhere?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Be careful.
Don't want to just roll that queen. That would be horrible. Especially because of how good of a queen she is. Alright, so these girls are good. We're just going to give them some more feed. I'm going to switch to the other feeder. I figured out what was wrong. They weren't eating from that other feeder last time. Is because I put too much of the honeybee healthy in there. So I didn't put any honeybee healthy and the Italians took it, so I'm assuming that's my problem. We definitely have some new bees. New bees are wonderful, and so that's what we want to see. So within the next week, this hive is going to go crazy because they're going to be hatching out 1,000 to 1,500 babies per day for the next week until all these frames are out, and she's already got new ones coming in the back. It's going to explode crazy, which is perfect because now we're getting into some warmer weather. That nectar flow is going to come. We have a lot of worker bees to go out, grab it, and bring it back to the hive. So probably this time next week, I'll check it in the middle of the week, but this time next week I think we'll be adding a box. These girls are going a little bit faster, the Italians, so we might be adding a box today, depending on how they're looking. So let's close them up. All right, so here's our Italianos. So you can see how this feeder's working. So they're all up in here, and then they come down into here to feed, and they use this to get back inside. So you can get a lot more feed into these. You know, you can have at least a gallon on each side. So this is working out great. So we're gonna take this whole box, and we're gonna set it to the side. But first we need to break it, because it looks like they're gluing it together already. Holy cow.
They have beef.
Okay, so we have a lot more activity going on over here. Let's push them down. The bird comb. Some people say you shouldn't clean up the bird comb, but so let's dig in. See what we have here. All right, let's go this side. I'm always looking for the side that has the least amount of activity. Okay, we're gonna make haste because my mom, Grandma Susan, is in there with Henry right now, and she's doing us a favor. She's got somewhere to be, so we won't waste too much time. So,
She has somewhere to be.
Sam with the jokes. Let's see how they're doing with this one. We got a lot of eggs and a lot of larvae, a lot of mixed things going on in this one. Because when you see eggs like this, she might be right here somewhere.
Yeah, look at.
Little waggle dance. So these girls are, I think they're intermittently hatching in this one. And then they're already sticking larvae down to the bottom, which is good. There's all larvae on the one side. So that's fantastic. Capped on this side. I know she didn't start with these frames, so I don't expect these girls to be born for yet, probably in just another couple days. Alright, same thing here. There's a lot of cat brood. Everything's looking great. Oop, we got some hatches out on this side. Yep, we got some hatching out on this side, and then they filled them in with nectar. Or, yeah. Yeah, because this was a solid frame last week.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So soon everything has a meaning and a purpose. Everybody has a job.
When the drones hatch, because wasn't there some drone cells in this hive?
Yep.
Will we be able to tell the difference between a drone and the actual worker bee?
Yep, because the drones are bigger. They're just big. Okay, yeah, so all this hatched.
Wow.
And they filled it all in with pollen. So every cell has a purpose here. Some hatched over there. So we're definitely getting more bees now, which is great. That's what we want. We want our new bees to come out and makes us stronger and that much better. All right, so I'm not gonna spend too much time in here. Okay, a whole lot of capped here, but see, we're getting further away from the center. There's our drone brood on that side. Yeah, when they hatch, they'll be quite a bit bigger, so you'll be able to tell. Oh, see that bee right there, going towards the drone brood, sticking her head in and out. How she's kind of gray.
Yeah.
That's a brand new bee.
Okay.
They don't get their color. They're gray when they pop out. So she's brand new. Look how filled her pollen sacs are.
Who?
The one right on top of this
Oh,
comb.
yeah, I see her. That's crazy. But they're yellow.
Yeah. Lots of pollen. Drawing that one out. We're going to rotate this. More of that to the center. And this one, they're just finally drawn out too. We have 3 frames that aren't drawn out a whole lot. That one's mildly drawn out. Okay, so what we need to do is we're gonna add a box, and we're gonna take a frame, a brood frame out of here and put it in this box. That way it forces the nurse bees to come up into this box. Otherwise they're just gonna go, well, there's just space up there. So we need them to come up and use this space. So we're gonna force them to go up with the brood box, or with the brood. The brood. They've had enough of me. God.
Did you get stung?
No. They don't want me taking their brood frames. So we're going to take a frame out of here. It's calling you out. Make sure there's somebody up here to tend.
How do you know who's what?
What do you mean? I'm looking for, we have cat brood, but I want to get some that's got cat brood and some that's got larvae in it. That way it forces them to come up and take care of that larva, because they don't have a choice at that point.
Just one?
Yep, you just want to take one. Brood. Brood. this other frame, top frame to this other side. One right on top. Alright, so this is the first time adding a brood box. So now we got extra room, that way they don't get too clustered and they want to swarm. They won't swarm, they got extra room. So they're good. We got bees up here in the feeder, so they'll go down and say, hey, there's feed up there. We got a brood frame, bringing the nurse bees up. We are looking good, right, Walt? So we'll put our inner cover on. Probably don't really need an inner cover, but I'm gonna put it on anyway. Just because I like it. That one's done.
Cool
There we
beans.
have it. There's our brood box.
Hey, this is the first time we didn't have to stop for a train.
That's true. Wow. Goals. Carniolans will probably get another brood box. I'd say in the middle of the week. I'm gonna look in the middle of the week if they need a brood box. We'll keep you guys in the loop and we'll make a video about it. We won't do anything without your guys' consent and approval. So, but what I'm going to do is take some drawn frames that I got from the auction and I'm going to put them in the second brood box on this side, because this is all fresh comb that they're going to have to draw out just like they did with the bottom box. So we're going to push these girls ahead just a little bit, just so that they can kind of catch up to these ones a little bit. So where we're at, quick recap. Carniolan hive, a little bit slower than the Italians, but we're having new bees on both sides, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we were been wanting, because now we have some of our own bees. It's not just bees we bought. No veil, or I had a veil, but no gloves and suit, no stings, no nothing. It was fantastic. The Carniolans aren't going to get another hive body until maybe this next Wednesday, or maybe even next inspection, but we will keep you guys updated on that. Italians are kicking butt. They're making a whole lot of brood, and so they're kind of exploding. So within the next couple days, they're going to be shelling out all kinds of new brood. They're going to be bringing in more pollen. As soon as the brood hatches, they got another egg going in there, so it's just like a factory of bees. So they got a new brood box. Draw a frame up. We got the feeder over top. And I'm super duper excited, because now is when the fun starts happening. Now is when we start getting the honey flows coming in, and so we'll be getting honey storages, and we'll be adding supers on top. These things are going to be super tall. It's going to be a blast, and you guys are going to be so about it. I know you guys. We are getting through the boring parts, okay, into the fun stuff. You guys are going to love it. So until next time, I'm Aaron. This is Sam. That's our butthead rooster at the Beards and the Bees. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, insults, leave them down below, and I will get back to you ASAP. If you have questions, we always try to feature at least a couple of the questions in the next video. Bees. Okay, guys, until the next video, take her easy.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above.
So what we're gonna do?
Baby,
Bear,
he's gonna
go.
come attack me. Carlisle,
He's not doing anything.
I don't like him coming around me that close. No, he tried to attack me one time. I'm not, oh, Carlisle, can you like make him go? Can you just make him go? Make him go and I will film it. Shoo him away.
Why don't you shoo him away?
Because I don't have shoes on and he's gonna attack me.
So you're gonna act like a bitch.
Yes.
How are you gonna act like a bitch?
Carlisle,
He's gonna treat you like a bitch.
I don't care.
He doesn't even give a fuck.
I'm a
about you.
bitch, man. I am a
Come on,
bitch.
Sam, I need to film this. He's waking up.
Okay, then make him go, you retard. That's all you have to do is make him go.
That's literally all you have to
You have to just make him go away. Carlisle, please.
do. He's gonna be scared of a chicken.
Oh, Aaron, please stop. Please.
Come over here.
I can't.
Come around.
Carlisle, I can't. Get him, please. need you to chase him away. Look at him. Aaron Carlisle. Go, Walter. Go, Dora. Go. No, I got my dogs.
Alright, come on.
Carlisle.
Baby, I really need
Okay, hurry up.
Are you filming? You're not
Yeah,
filming.
I am filming. Oh my God, he's looking at me.
Quit giving him attention. He'll go away.
I think you like playing with that.
I really do.